Ooh, welcome to the Bold Sports Show. How y'all doing today? We're doing a little NFL Combine action. We're gonna do sports talk radio. So if you are watching this and it's not live, you can call in and leave a message, and we'll play it later on another episode. But if you are watching live, do not forget to call in. And of course, your boy likes to put money in other people's pockets. So if you want to clip this and make your own videos, you can do. You have your permit. You have my permission as long as you tag us in the video so we can watch and enjoy what you're making. So let's get into it. The NFL Combine is in action. What crazy to think about already. Already. It seems like the Super Bowl is just here. It just happened, and we're already into the 2025 season strong, super strong. The biggest thing we need to talk about today is a crazy, crazy subject. So let's bring it in. Let's do it. The Los Angeles Rams are trading Matthew Stafford to the Las Vegas Raiders. This is the Bold Sports Show. I'm your host, Mr. KC. Call in numbers up top. Let's get into it. Tom Brady recently hosted quarterback Matthew Stafford in Montana at his house, where they spent time together and went skiing, had good conversation. Brady's actively trying to convince Matthew Stafford to join the Raiders. The Raiders have the cap room to get Matthew Stafford. This could be a great addition. Look, the only problem with this is Matthew Stafford is wanting more money. He is currently very underpaid. He's at a very, very reasonable contract. Even if you bump it up to like $45 million a year, I think you get a lot of quarterback from Matthew Stafford. And it'd be a great plug and play kind of situation. Look, if you're going to have some kind of influence from Tom Brady, we always thought he owned the Raiders, and he made it official this last off season. And here we are getting excited to just even ponder the possibility of such an AFC West matchup with Matthew Stafford in the mix to go along with Bo Nix, Justin Herbert, and of course, Sir Patrick Mahomes. Talk about an exciting time to be a competitive division in football. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. My boy LePedro is all about the Raiders. He's excited for it. And look, rightfully so. Like, let's be honest. This is the exact kind of news you want to hear for the Raiders. Look, you got your coach in the offseason, right? You went and got Pete Carroll, the oldest possible guy you could possibly find. But look, can we really find you a guy with a better resume? Probably not, unless maybe Mike Tomlin became available. That's really the only better possibility. And even then, you needed him to become available for that to happen. Pete Carroll lost his job in Seattle, got a little stale. Sometimes you get a little fresh, sitting back and relaxing. He did have a year off where he's in that front office situation, and with Tom Brady being able to talk to you in your ear, it's very attractive things for guys like Matthew Stafford to really kind of get that woo and bond. Look, he wants out of LA. LA's kind of, I guess, folded in the towel. You would think they would be trying to add a few pieces. Maybe if Aaron Donald was still around, you would have had a bigger playoff push last season. Let's be honest. But it's pretty interesting. Shout out old Matthew Stafford. And don't forget the phone lines are open, folks, if you would like to call in and voice your opinion on any of these subjects or whatever subject you got popping. Oh, Tom Brady going skiing. Nah, I've never been skiing. Seems like a dangerous activity in the off season. Probably nothing too crazy. I don't even know Tom Brady had a place in Montana, but he's probably got a place in a few places. You think about it, he's got that kind of money, anyways. Let me see. What's some other news out of the. Oh, Brock Purdy and the 49ers have started negotiations on contract extensions. Pretty crazy to think about. Pretty wild to even contemplate. Brock Purdy about to get paid. How much does it cost to pay Brock Purdy? Jeez Louise, that is a question, right? That does make you wonder. And now I got another thing that popped up, and I want to say it's the boldest thing we've seen so far in the offseason that we've had come up. Rob Gronkowski responds to rumors that he's contemplating NFL return. People want to say that maybe he's coming back. He's going to come play for the Raiders. Come give it one more go. There's no chance. Uh, I just don't think it would be cool. But there's just no way. There's no way Gronk plays. It's ridiculous. The last couple of years of his career, he was basically like a disabled old man. He's not built for football no more. Let's be completely honest about old Gronkowski. Look, he's a legend. But let's not be mistaken. Gronkowski only had 4 good years. People want to hype it up like it's more than that. Let me see. Oh, Travis Kelsey is talking about coming back this season. Pretty nice to have and hear about. You always like to get your predictions correct, and I definitely assumed with or without winning that Super Bowl, he was still going to keep playing. He had a top five season last year as a tight end, and it would have been a top five of Gronk's career. Like people want to pretend he fell it off. Uh, Howie Roseman says Saquon Barkley had the best skill position season in the NFL history. I mean, I guess you're counting postseason in that. I don't know. That feels a little funky to me. Uh, that feels a little funky to me. I don't know. It's up there though. It's definitely in the contention. Shout out Saquon. Ooh, speaking of NFL Combine, Travis Hunters already has coaches and executives convinced he can be a two-way player in the NFL. Really, it's just going to be a conditioning cardio thing. I think you probably have him play corner and do some snaps on offense. It'd be nice to see. We haven't really seen a two-way player since old prime time. Was a hop, skipping, jumping man. Pretty, pretty crazy to think about. Let me see. Penn State's Abdul Carter makes case for going number one in the NFL draft. I am the best. I mean, depends on what teams are trying to go for, man. It's quarterback driven league. I wish you the best. Probably should be. I know why he's saying it. Uh, I don't know. Getting a two-way player out of Travis Hunter is pretty tempting, but I mean, I'd probably go quarter too. You know, what's crazy is we're going to get some quarterbacks going higher than they really, really probably should. I haven't finished my homework yet, but first round grades on the quarterbacks this year is real kind of rough and kind of thin. I think in some other years they would be much later down the list. But sometimes you got to just take what you can get. But when the Chiefs had that opportunity, they did shy away from Geno Smith and just go with Eric Fisher, and ended up being the right move. Shout out the Chiefs for doing that. GM John Lynch confirmed All-Pro left tackle Trent Williams is playing next year. Call him ready and motivated, and that's going to be, when healthy and good to go, the best left tackle, All-Pro left tackle in the NFL. Talk about he's going to be a Hall of Fame left tackle. It's pretty crazy to think about. You definitely want him back if you can get him. Kind of want to get on this topic here a little bit later. We'll check this one out. And let me see. Eagles Howie Roseman says roster moves may not align with conventional wisdom. Asks fans to have patience. Wonder what that means. It's like a little puzzle there. They asked Pete Carroll about coming out of retirement. He said, "If you remember, I didn't retire." Throwing a little shade of the Seattle Seahawks for firing him. Look, that's what I'm saying. That didn't go down peacefully. Or it did a little bit, but you can tell he's salty. Let me see. GM John Lynch said the 49ers are going to try Deebo Samuel's trade request. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I know they were talking about getting rid of the tush push. I think that's kind of malarkey. It's really just a quarterback sneak. You gotta learn how to stop it. You know, it's and really, if you look, the Chiefs stopped it when Josh Allen did it. They just couldn't stop it when Jalen Hurts did it. Jalen Hurts is just next level on it. Pretty crazy to see. I'm watching Tom Brady do his combine. It's pretty ugly 40. His throws look lazy too. It's crazy to see how much he progressed. Ooh, ooh. He had much better footwork when he was younger, though. Them young feet let you dance around a little bit. These old feet tear you down. Mm, look at him pretending to scramble. Mm, cone drill. He's a quarterback. That's what it looks like. Sometimes you got to like look at some of these and be like, does this really even matter? Like, what's the cone drill really going to do for a quarterback? Mm, mm, yep, he's moving. He runs with his hands a little funky sometimes, and always kind of tips you off. Kind of makes you worried. Let me see. Ooh, giving me a little Julio Jones over Luke Kuechly highlight. Oh, that was. Luke Kuechly ain't got no business guarding Julio Jones, in the first place. Let's be completely honest. That is not that man's job. That is not his job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty crazy. All right. I think I have a little fun here. Well, I wonder what your favorite NFL topic is going to be tonight. I think I'm going to pull up the schedules here. You guys have to bear with me just a moment. But we'll pull up the schedules. I think we might do a little predictions. Home and aways. They did drop that January 6th. So you will know who you're going to play. Let's go ahead and bust out that. All right, let's do it. Let's just do it in order. Let's hit them in order. All right. Starting out, we have the Buffalo Bills 2025 schedule. Let's take a look and see what they get. At home, they've got the Miami Dolphins. It's going to be a win. At home, they got the New England Patriots win, New York Jets win, Baltimore Ravens lose, Cincinnati Bengals win, New Orleans Saints win, Tampa Bay Buccaneers win, Kansas City Chiefs win, Philadelphia Eagles lose. Away games, Miami Dolphins win, New England Patriots win, New York Jets win, Atlanta Falcons lose, Carolina Panthers win, Cleveland Browns win, Pittsburgh Steelers win, Houston Texans win. So what's that? One loss on the road, two losses at home. Yeah, so that's going to put them at 14-3, probably first place in the AFC. Congratulations, Buffalo Bills. Next on the list, we have all right, let's do this next. Next on the list, we have the Miami Dolphins 2025 season. At home, they have the Buffalo Bills, loss, New England Patriots. Oh. Let's try that again. This is your Miami Dolphins way too early 2025 predictions. At home, they've got the Buffalo Bills loss, win against the Patriots, win against the Jets, loss against the Ravens, win against the Bengals, win against the Saints, loss against the Buccaneers, loss against the Chargers, loss against the Commanders. And then away, you've got the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be a loss. win against the Patriots and the Jets, lost against the Falcons, win against the Panthers, win against the Browns, lost against the Steelers, win against the Colts. Congratulations. You've again gone. Oh, you went 9-8 this year, I think. Congratulations. How about that? Next on the list, we've got the New York Jets 2025 way too early schedule. We have the Buffalo Bills at home, lost to the Miami Dolphins, win against the Patriots, loss against the Falcons, loss against the Panthers, win against the Browns, loss against the Steelers, loss against the Broncos, loss against the Cowboys. Away teams: Buffalo Bills, loss; Miami Dolphins, loss; New England Patriots, loss; Baltimore Ravens, loss; Cincinnati Bengals, loss; New Orleans Saints, win; Tampa Bay Buccaneers, loss; Jacksonville Jaguars, loss. I think you have went down to let's call it 3-14. That's what I think you're going to do. It's probably 4-12 or 4-15. Excuse me, 4-13. I can't even get my numbers right. Just like the Jets. All right, next on the list, we have the New England Patriots way too early 2025 predictions. Home team: Bills, loss; Miami Dolphins, loss; New York Jets, win; Atlanta Falcons, loss; Carolina Panthers, loss; Cleveland Browns, win; Pittsburgh Steelers, loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, loss or win against the New York Giants. Buffalo Bills are your first away team. That's going to be a loss. Miami Dolphins, loss; win over the Jets, loss to the Ravens, loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, loss to the win over the New Orleans Saints, loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, win over the Titans. Congratulations. I believe you improved to 6-11 on this season. Way to go, Patriots. That's going to be your AFC East. Way too early predictions. Next on the list, we're going to bust out some Baltimore Ravens. All right, here we go. Baltimore Ravens, way too early 2025 season prediction. First home team is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals, win over the Browns, win over the Steelers, win over the Chicago Bears, win over the loss to the Detroit Lions, win over the New England Patriots, win over the Jets, win over the Houston, win over the Rams. Away team, lost to Cincinnati, win over the Browns, lost to the Steelers, win over Buffalo, Green Bay, win over Miami, win over Minnesota, lost to Kansas City. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You know, what's that put you right back about 12-5, 11-6? I feel like that's probably about right. I think that's pretty spot on for the There we go. Look at that. Suddenly, 10 out. Like magic, we're back. Don't forget the phone lines are open, folks. You got a hot sports topic you'd like to talk about? We can interrupt this conversation at any time. Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, here we go. This is your Pittsburgh Steelers way too early 2025 prediction. At home, you have the Baltimore Ravens loss. Win over Cincinnati Bengals, win over the Browns, lost to the Buffalo Bills, lost to Green Bay, win over Minnesota, win over Miami, win over Indianapolis, and win over Seattle. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. And then away, you have the Baltimore Ravens lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, win over the Browns, win over Detroit, or excuse me, win over Chicago, lost to Detroit, lost to or win over the Patriots, Jets, and lost to the Chargers. That's going to actually move you up to 11-6 this year. And somehow, some way, we're going to say they made it to 11-6. This is crazy. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. This is your Cincinnati Bengals. Way too early 2025 prediction. At home, you have the Baltimore Ravens. You're going to win. You're going to win over the Cleveland Browns, win over the Steelers, win over Chicago, lose to Detroit, win over the Patriots, win over the Jets, win over Jacksonville, and lose to Arizona. Away games, you're going to lose to Baltimore. You're going to win over Cleveland. You're going to lose to the Steelers on the road. You're going to lose to Buffalo on the road. You're going to lose to Green Bay on the road. You're going to win over Miami on the road. You're going to beat Minnesota on the road and lose to Denver on the road. That gets you up to 10-7 this year. Maybe you'll sneak into the wild card, but you won't. You won't. You're going to miss the playoffs once again. Three-peat. That's the three-peat you're looking at, Cincinnati Bengals fans. Dear Lord, trash 2025 season for you. Cleveland Browns. This is your way too early 2025 Cleveland Browns video. At home, they have a loss to the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers, Miami, Minnesota, Tennessee, San Francisco. You're going to lose in away games. You're going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers. You're going to beat Chicago. You're going to lose to Detroit. You're going to lose to New England. You're going to beat the New York Jets. And you're going to lose to the Las Vegas Raiders. Congratulations on going 2-15 this season, Cleveland Browns. Congratulations. The Browns need Abdul Carter. The Browns need a dual Carter for sure. And I tell you what, they need a quarterback so bad. They are stuck like Chuck Watson ain't even playing next year. That ain't even like I don't even that franchise deserves everything they got. That's what I think about the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. We got the way too early 2025 Houston Texans predictions. At home, you have the Indianapolis Colts, which you win, Jacksonville Jaguars, which you win, Tennessee Titans, you win, Arizona Cardinals, you win, Denver Broncos, you lose, Las Vegas Raiders, you win, San Francisco 49ers, you lose. Buffalo, you lose. And you win against Tampa Bay. Away teams, we have the Indianapolis Colts, you win. Jacksonville Jaguars, you win. Tennessee Titans, you win. Kansas City Chiefs, you lose. Los Angeles Chargers, you lose. Los Angeles Rams, you win. Seattle, you win. You lose to Baltimore. That puts you at 11-6. And again in the playoffs, winning the AFC South. Congratulations, Houston Texans. Next on the list, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Way too early 2025 season prediction. At home, you have a loss to the Houston Texans, win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, win over the Tennessee Titans, loss to the Arizona Cardinals, loss to the Denver Broncos, loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, loss to the San Francisco 49ers, loss against the Miami Dolphins, and loss against Atlanta Falcons. Away, you have a loss to Houston Texans, loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, win over Tennessee Titans, loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, and loss to the LA Chargers, win over the LA Rams, win over Seattle, loss to Pittsburgh. And that's going to bump you down to like 6 wins. That's going to make you 6-11 on the season. Tough year. Sorry to hear about it. Did you do the Steelers predictions? Yes, I did. We'll run it over again real quick, though. Just out of request. All right. Let me see. Pittsburgh Steelers at home. Baltimore Ravens loss. Lost to the Bengals. Win over the Browns. Lost to the Buffalo Bills. Lost to the Green Bay Packers. Win over Minnesota. Win over Miami Dolphins. Win over Indianapolis. Win over Seattle Seahawks at home. Away, we have the Baltimore Ravens loss. Cincinnati Bengals win. Cleveland Browns win. Chicago win. Detroit lose. New England Patriots win. New York Jets win. LA Chargers lose. And that puts you right at like, I think you're going like 11-6, 10-7 this year. So shout out the Steelers. I think I had them at 11-6 officially, if I remember off the first time. A pretty good season. Mike Tomlin keeping that job for no reason. Don't make no sense. It just don't even get me started. Speaking of don't get me started, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars way too early 2025 season predictions. At home, you're going to lose to the Texans, win over the Colts, win over the Titans, lost to Kansas City, lost to the Chargers, win over the Rams, lost to Seattle, win over the Jets, lost to Carolina. Away, you're going to lose to the Texans. You're going to lose to the Colts, win over the Titans, lost against the Cardinals, lost against the Broncos, lost against the Raiders, lost against the Niners, and lost against Cincinnati. Another dumpster fire season for Jacksonville. One of these draft picks will work out for you eventually. Keep drafting high. The quarterback you got will pay off one day. Next on the list, this garbage doesn't even get me started. Sweet baby Jesus. It's rough. We have the Tennessee Titans, way too early 2025 season predictions. At home, they have a loss against the Texans, the Colts, the Jaguars, the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Chargers win against the LA Rams, win against Seattle, lost to the Patriots, and win against the Saints. Away, you're going to lose to the Texans, the Colts, Jaguars, Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, Broncos, Raiders, 49ers, and Cleveland. You did another repeat of 3 and 14. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Nice to see you this evening. Just, doing way too early season predictions at this point. We ain't got no schedules, but just, we know who they're going to play. So we're busting those out. So far, we've done the AFC South, AFC North, and AFC East. You got perfect timing for the AFC West. So let's hit those up. Let's hit the AFC West up. This is your way too early Kansas City Chiefs 2025 predictions. At home, you're going to beat the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Texans, the Indianapolis Colts. You're going to beat Philadelphia Eagles. You're going to lose to Washington. You're going to beat Baltimore, and you're going to lose to Detroit. Away, you're going to beat the Broncos, beat the Raiders, beat the Chargers, beat the Cowboys, beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, beat the New York Giants, beat Tennessee, and lose to Buffalo on the road. That gives me a 14-3 schedule for the Chiefs, and you get second place because of the tiebreaker with Buffalo. Shout out to a repeat of hosting the AFC Championship game, and it's going to be excellent going back to the Super Bowl and hearing everybody cry about the refs once again. Oh no, Taylor Swift made the salary cap rise. Ooh. Next on the list is the Chargers. Way too early, 2025 season predictions. We have the home. You're going to lose to the Broncos, lose to the Chiefs, beat the Raiders. You're going to beat the Texans. You're going to beat the Colts. You're going to lose to Philadelphia. You're going to lose to the Commanders. You're going to beat Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Away, you're going to lose to the Broncos, lose to Kansas City, beat the Raiders, beat the Cowboys, beat the Jaguars, beat the Giants, beat Tennessee, and beat Miami. And that's going to bring you back to another 11-6 season. Welcome to the playoffs, Los Angeles Chargers. Denver Broncos, way too early. 25. Let me try that again. All right, this is your Denver Broncos, way too early 2025 season prediction. At home, you have Kansas City Chiefs. You're going to lose. You're going to beat the Raiders. You're going to beat the Chargers. You're going to beat the Cowboys, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the New York Giants, Tennessee Titans. You're going to lose to Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Away, you're going to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, beat the Raiders, lose to the Chargers, you're going to beat Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Washington Commanders, and beat the New York Jets. So that's going to put you at a 9-8 season. Slight regression, but still a super heavy competitive team. Shout out the Broncos. Next on the list, you have the Las Vegas Raiders. Way too early season 2025 season predictions. At home, you have the Denver Broncos. You're going to lose. Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to lose. You're going to beat the Chargers at home. You're going to beat the Cowboys, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans, the Cleveland Browns, and the Chicago Bears. Away, you're going to lose to the Broncos, the Chiefs. You're going to beat the Chargers. You're going to lose to the Texans. You're going to beat the Colts. You're going to lose to the Eagles, the Commanders, and you're going to beat the Patriots. So that actually puts you right in playoff contention right there with the Broncos. So shout out the Raiders. That's pretty impressive. And that's going to be all your AFC teams for the week. I think I'm going to save the NFC for next week or maybe this weekend, something like that. Is there any crazy thoughts that I have before we leave? Crazy to think that we're going to have a Detroit Lions and Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl. Oh, this is the Bold Sports Show. I hope you all have enjoyed. Have a great evening.